What's up, you guys? So in today's lesson, I'm going to be talking about some Rick Graham inspired content. Now, I know this is not particularly as fast or as clean, or it doesn't even sound that much as Rick Graham, but I did get these different arpeggio shapes from one of his videos. And what I'm going to be talking about is the use of different arpeggios. Now, I actually got these arpeggios from one of Rick's videos called 5 Arpeggios, 5 must-known arpeggios, or 5 arpeggio shapes that you have to know. That's the name, 5 arpeggio shapes that you have to know. You can check it out. I'll leave a link up above. This is actually the cover picture. But yeah, I decided to learn these different shapes, and I decided to apply them in a different fashion than what I usually do, which is just play them over the specific chords that are going on in the background. Now, to actually explain what I'm doing, the different substitutions, I'm just going to go right into the chord progression and explain what I'm doing for the beginning performance. So the chords are A minor, or A minor 7, then D minor 7, and then F major 7, or F major 9, which is what I'm playing here. Now, what I decided to do, I went over these different arpeggio shapes that he mentions, and it's just a bunch of different arpeggios stemming from the 5th string, with the root on the 5th string, and it's pretty much like this. Now, if you want to get a little bit more in tune with the different actual arpeggios, check out the video. Now, the different arpeggios, actually for the different major 7 arpeggios, he goes through all the different 7th arpeggios, like major 7, dominant 7, minor 7, flat 5. But with some of them, he actually adds a 9th. So he might exchange the root note at the 3rd string. In this case, I'm playing C major 7. And he might exchange the root note right here for the 9th. What that allows is this type of movement right here. Now onto the actual arpeggios that I'm playing. Now over that A minor, what I'm doing is I'm going up a third from the chord. So in this case, a minor 3rd. And I'm playing a C major 7 arpeggio from there. Again, I'm going up to the 5th of the chord this next time, and I'm playing a minor 7 arpeggio from there. Now, why does this actually work? Well, it all has to do with the different relationships with those notes and the chord that's going on in the background. These are some very common type of substitutions that you can apply to different things like pentatonic scales, triads, arpeggios, any type of different material that you can just apply in a different manner than just playing it from the tonic. Now, why does a major 7 arpeggio work from the 3rd of the chord? Let's figure it out really quickly. So, what are the notes in C major 7? So it's C, E, G, and B. And in this case, adding a 2nd, which would be D. Now, how do those notes relate to that chord? Let's figure it out really quickly. So we have C, which is a minor 3rd from A. We have E, which is the 5th. We have G, which is the flat 7th. We have B, which is the 9th. And we have D, which is the 11th. So essentially, it's almost like playing some sort of minor 11 type of arpeggio without the root in it. So that's why that works. Now, why does the E minor 7 arpeggio work? Let's do the same thing. So what are the notes in E minor 7? We have E, G, B, D. Now, how do those relate over to D? We have E, which is the 5th, G, which is the flat 7, B, which is the 9th, again, the 9th, and D, which is the 11th. So again, we get a similar type of a function than we did with the C major 7. We get something sort of, like a minor 11th arpeggio, but in this case, you're not playing either the root or the 3rd. And that right there is why those 2 different arpeggios work well over the A minor 7. Now the next chord is D minor 7, and I'm doing pretty much the same thing I did before. So I go to the 3rd, and I play a major 7 arpeggio. You already know how that works. So in this case, it's just F, F major 7. And then the other arpeggio I'm doing is A minor 7, which again is the 5th above that D minor. So it's pretty much the same exact 2 different arpeggios that I did for the A minor. In terms of the actual harmonic relationship. Now lastly, for the F major 7 or F major 9 arpeggio, I'm doing an arpeggio from the root. So I'm doing F major 7 or F major 9 if you add the 9th on the 3rd string. And then I'm going to the 3rd, and I'm doing A minor 7. So in this case, what stems from the 3rd of the chord is a minor 7 arpeggio. And then after that, I'm playing a C major 7 arpeggio, or again, C major 9. And now let's get to analyzing why both of those arpeggios actually work. So again, I have F major 7. Now what are the notes in A minor 7? You have A, C, E, G. Now we have to analyze that against F. So we have the 3rd, A, which is the 3rd. We have C, which is the 5th. We have E, which is the 7th. And we have G, which is the 9th. So you're gonna get pretty much a major 9th type of sound without the tonic, without the root. That's why A minor 7 works well over F major 7. Now the next and final arpeggio to play over the F major 7 would be C major 7. Now let's do the exact same thing. What are the notes within C major 7? We have C, E, G, and B. Let's analyze it against F. We have the 5th, we have the 7th, we have G, which is the 9th, and then we have B, which is a sharp 11. So you're going to get a bit of a Lydian sound, although to be honest, you're going through these, or at least I'm going through these kind of fast, so you're not really going to perceive that sharp 11 all that much. But if you're just using these arpeggios as a more of a melodic device, then you can totally hang on to that sharp 11 and make that Lydian sound a little bit more present. So already, let's go through all the different substitutions again. We have A minor 7, and we're playing a major 7 arpeggio from the 3rd and a minor 7 arpeggio from the 5th. Then we go to D minor 7, and we go a major 7 arpeggio from the 3rd, again the exact same thing in this case F major 7, and then again minor 7 arpeggio from the 5th, in this case A minor 7. And then lastly we have F major 7. So we have the first arpeggio being F major 7 from the tonic. We don't have to explain that because it's the exact same notes as the notes in the chord. You have a minor 7 arpeggio from the 3rd of the chord, in this case A minor 7, and a major 7 arpeggio from the 5th of the chord. Now this one you have to be careful with because it's not always going to work. You have to make sure that you know the type of harmonic relationship within these two, you could say arpeggios, within this arpeggio and this chord right here. Because in some instances you might not get a major 7 arpeggio, you might just get something like a dominant chord. It's all going to vary within the different functions of these different arpeggios. If you want to keep it safe, I'd say go with a minor 7 arpeggio from the 5th of a minor 7 chord, and go with a minor 7 arpeggio from the 3rd of a major 7 chord. That way you're sure of getting a good sound no matter what the situation. Alright, so that's it for this video. You can follow me on any type of social media. I'm on Facebook, I'm on Instagram, obviously on YouTube. If you've ever wondered about the different gear that I use to record these videos, like different guitars, the actual lights, the camera, the interface, pretty much anything that I use to record these videos, you can go to my website, juanantoniomusic.com/gear. You'll find everything there laid out And there's going to be links to different Amazon pages where you can find out more information about these products and if you actually want to buy any of these. If you want to check out any products that I have out there, you can check out my book, The Art of Scale Weaving, and you can check out my instructional box with the guys from Guitar Tutorials called 10 Modern Fusion Licks. Alright, thanks for watching.